What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. And as I'm sure many of you have heard by now, we had Jimmy Carter's funeral yesterday, and a number of headlines came out of this. And by the way, make sure to like and subscribe. Super good for the algorithm, and Amazon links are in the description. So, the first major storyline that came out of this was Joe Biden basically ignored Kamala Harris, it seemed. It seemed as though there was no sort of interaction, which is not a common thing at these funerals. And this was even mentioned by the CNN host. I mean, look at Joe Biden. He sits down, doesn't even look at Kamala. Neither does Jill. To be fair, after the event, it seemed as though there was some sort of discussion. As you can see here, Kamala's whispering over at some point. At the same time, guys, which we're going to talk about in a second, you can see Trump and Obama seem to be having a discussion, which reportedly Kamala was not happy about. Or not reportedly, it's a video of it. But look at this. So Kamala just walks in and arrives, and she's talking. She says hello. I think it was, I forgot exactly to who it was, but then she looks over at Obama and Trump. I'm assuming she was looking to say hi to Obama or maybe even Trump himself. And then she sees this. Kamala's there. Well, then and then she looks and she's like, oh shit. Obviously she's disgusted, man. And the headline, probably the biggest headline that came out of this entire thing, guys, is the fact that Trump and was basically saying, "Oh yeah, we look super friendly and we actually like each other." That was probably the biggest headline that came out of this entire thing. And I guess it goes to show you guys, everyone on the ground is fighting, and the people from different political parties don't like each other in many cases. Meanwhile, the ruling class, they're laughing with each other. It's all a game to them in many cases, which I think is important to know. And of course, Hillary and Bill. Hillary said nothing to Trump, not surprisingly. Um, Kamala did not speak with Obama initially. Again, I think she meant to, which is a big storyline. But then after the funeral, there was videos of them together. George Bush did the let's find that. George Bush did a little bit of a stomach tap, as you can see here. Him and Obama reportedly are friends, so that's the thing. Um, and again, it's just wild to see. And this is what Trump said afterward. Trump on his interaction today with Obama, it did look very friendly, I must say. I said, boy, they look like two people that like each other. And we probably do. And guys, there's a lot of people saying on the right wing saying, oh, and by the way, it's just all political. It's all bullshit. It really is. But you have people on the right saying, "Oh, Obama was calling Trump Hitler, all this stuff for all this time," and then you're laughing with him at a funeral. Wow, that's super hypocritical. Maybe you know what else is hypocritical? Trump saying the same thing, calling them communist, Marxists, and fascists, and threatening them with jail, and he's also laughing with them. So it's the same exact thing, guys. So anyone trying to make that kind of argument, it's just ridiculous. Uh, but again, it is pretty wild that Trump would say this. That he basically saying he likes Obama. Very interesting. And he did not say anything to Harris. He reportedly, or not reportedly, again, it looked like he did shake Doug Emhoff's hand, Kamala Harris's husband. Um, and again, it is kind of funny just seeing all these powerful people here, the people who have led this country for so many years, do this. Look at Trump again. Just the body language is just extraordinary. He leans over to Obama, and then Obama's just whispering to him something, and they were talking for quite a few minutes. It seemed, which it's just super interesting given the backstory and everything that's gone down. Melania Trump sitting there stone faced. She did not seem happy to see anybody. Not just, I mean, let's be honest. And there was also, and this was probably for me one of the most interesting things that came out of this entire thing. Karen Pence, and guys, I'm not sure if Trump and Mike Pence have really seen each other much since January 6th, where, of course, the riot happened. And, if I'm Mike Pence, I'm blaming Donald Trump for putting my life at jeopardy. Karen Pence was not having it at all with Donald Trump. Look at this. She did not even get up. This is the vice president who sat behind the presidents. Here's Al Gore and Mike Pence. Credit to Pence. He got up, shook Trump's hand. Karen Pence, not a thing. Did not stand up at all. Look at this. Look at her. Look at her sitting down. Like Melania looked at her. Wow. Wow. If you can see her there, she is not getting up at all. She's clearly not happy with him. And hey, I don't blame, she probably blames him for putting her husband's life at risk. So again, it's just interesting. It's just interesting seeing these dynamics. It's like a high school reunion in a sense. Um, But again, what it shows to me is for a lot of these politicians, it really is a game. And meanwhile, the ruling class is laughing and having a good time together. Meanwhile, the underlings, quote unquote, they're all fighting. They're at each other's throats. Just whenever you get in a fight with someone, guys, on the other side, just take into account this is how the ruling class is acting in public at events like this. And yeah, it was a funeral. They're being courteous, of course, but it is just interesting how they talk about each other in campaign season, and then you see this, and it seems like they're best of friends. It's just super interesting to see. Um, but yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Super interesting dynamics coming out of this funeral for Jimmy Carter. And yeah, that's what I got. Thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.